Hello everybody, this is Incursus here. This is a preliminary look through on my my Ellie Wander I'm doing right now on Dark Shrines. This is just a dried lake run. This build hasn't, hit its full gear threshold. It's quite a bit of ways away from there. I just wanted to show the clear speed the build has, which is pretty insane. So right now is not the high clear speed part. This is me warming up to getting high clear speed. As you can see, it's not bad. So I'm using a Piscators on this build. It's like dirt cheap, unique. You need a really well rolled one. I have a terribly rolled one right now. My single target's quite good too. Currently 32k tooltip. And there's vaal down. I'm going to do another run real quick because I was so fast. And then I'll quickly go over gear after that.
Yes. I'm watching you.
I'm at over 100 million XP an hour too, doing this. And I'm level 77, and I'm still at over 100 million XP an hour. It's a little slow until you get power charges going. So it takes a second to kind of warm up. But once you're there, it gets pretty good. And I got my power charges, now I'm just trying to build up my vaal power siphon. This is actually a really bad archetype for dried lake, so this will show you kind of the weak part of the build. When there's archers up, it's kind of a bad clear speed. Gets hurt quite a bit. Pack size is smaller, so vaal power siphon doesn't always refresh itself. So just a little. Still definitely not bad though, as you can see. As far as gear goes, this gear is incredibly cheap what I have right now. I spent less than about 15 chaos on my gear right now. My gear's not good. As you can see, my health is low. I haven't hit being tanky at all yet. But it'll be there. I'll get there. Once I get a better Piscators, my crit chance is going to go up quite a bit too. I have an absolutely terribly roll one right now. Alrighty. And I'll quickly go over gear real quick now. Gear and talent tree. Let me just vendor this crap real quick.
May fear guide you.
Alright, so let's go gear first. I have a Piscators. This is really poorly rolled. LE damage goes to 125, crit chance goes to 30, and attack speed goes to 18. Accuracy's not terrible. I do have Curse on Hit, Poacher's Mark, and Herald Vice. Give me Frenzy charges so I don't have to spam Frenzy. In my helmet I have Anger, Wrath, and Herald of Thunder. I'm not using Herald of Thunder yet. I need an Alpha's Howl before I can use that. Shield is just high res and some ES for EB. I just have Ice Golem, cast some damage taken. I have a really crappy chest piece. It's a 5-link. I just wanted life on it, so I haven't bothered like chaos spamming it yet. I don't have the currency for that. So I have Power Siphon, Chain, Life Leech, Weapon LA, and GMP. The goal is to at some point be able to drop Life Leech and substitute it for like 2 Atziri Flasks if I can sustain my Eldritch Battery from that. But as it currently stands, I kind of have to use Life Leech. I have Frenzy in here. It's tied to faster attacks, Weapon LA, and increased crit damage, and it's also level 18 added lightning damage from Thunder Fists. And then in my boots, I have Vaal Power Siphon, Chain, Weapon Elemental damage, and added Cold. This added Cold could be crit damage, it could be whatever. I I decided to level added cold because at some point I want to use the gem or the jewel that gives you extra vaal souls on shatter. Um, and added cold would be quite nice for that. The rest of my gear is not very good. I'm barely res capped. Apparently I'm not res capped. So there you go. And then talent tree. We have, as this is kind of explains why my health is low, right? I mean, if we look at my gear real quick, I have some life on that. That's decent. Terrible life, low life, no life, low, low, no. You know, I could easily get like an extra 300 or 400 life on gear. So we'll quickly go over this. Come over here for the life, obviously, and then jewel sockets, but mostly it's just power charges. Because there's not a whole bunch of crit chance for wands that you can get. I mean, this is pretty much it. And then you have this. That's most of the crit chance you get. Most of your other crit chance comes from power charges. So you want to grab power charges as often as possible. I'll grab these jewel sockets very shortly. I mean, I'm in short order to grab 3 of them, right? And then I may or may not also grab this one because specking through LA damage is good because this is full LA wands. I do 0 fizz damage. But I just started Shadow, spec through elemental damage. It's probably the best way to go. You can't really do through Witch because you spend so many nodes on pathing. You could path through this area, but I just stuck with Shadow. You could do Scion, but the thing is I need to grab Charisma, and I need to grab Sovereignty, and then I also need to grab the Wand Wheel up here. At least this Wand Wheel. I was also grabbing these two, so it made sense to start Shadow and just kind of climb around the outside of the tree. You could do it Scion. You get more jewel sockets, but anyway, here's another jewel socket I'm 2 off of. So I'm really close to 4 to 5 jewel sockets. You could spec the proj damage as well, but that's like really late level. I don't actually know where this point's going. I haven't looked into this yet. So the tree has kind of low life. It's like 135, which is low, but it is a mind over matter build. So my effective life is probably going to be something around 6k by the time I'm done, which is decent. That's 6k without any mitigation, right? So I'm tankier against like elemental attacks in most builds, or elemental hits I should say, but against fizz hits I'm not going to be super tanky. So there's not a whole lot I can do about that with the current way that the build is structured. Oh, I remember what I'm doing. I'm specking Prism Weave. It's 20 LA damage, 6 attack speed. The goal is to at some point get an Alpha's Howl for plus auras. I am currently leveling an Empower. The Empower, I will be able to run Empowered Wrath and Anger late game. And then I'm also trying to level some more Wrath so I can corrupt them. The goal is to be able to drop Life Leech and replace with Life Gain on hit. So I would like to be able to do that, but I have to figure out how to sustain my ES without Life Leech as a link. Anyway, that's a preliminary build. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. But I will be making... Hopefully I'll progress this build a bit more. I don't know how much more of this league I'm playing because Fallout 4 is coming out in a few days. But thank you guys very much for watching. And I'm going to try to make some more PoE content in the future. I know I haven't uploaded in like 4 months. I'm sorry about that. I've had the opportunity to. I just haven't made the videos. I've been lazy. I've made like probably 5 or 6 builds I could have made videos on. I'm sorry that you guys subscribed onto a dead channel. But for the most part, I'm going to keep this like PoE builds kind of discussion type idea. So if you're into that, you can stay subbed. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time.